Back to binging on that BPM with Dean Kirk. Resuming countdown of my fantasy playlist, May 8, 2022. Thanks for watching this video and having you aboard. And at number 15, try to make it worth your while. At number 15, we got the Knox teaming up with Mallrat. Yes, Mallrat from Australia with Are You High? It's a great dance record at number 15, down from number 9. I'll talk about the record in just a minute, but let me talk about the artist a little bit first. Just a broad brush. Mallrat. I'll start with the Knox. Just briefly about the Knox. I've talked about them before, and they're from New York City. They've been around for a number of years now. Seemed like I first heard of them maybe around 2016 or 2017. Got several of their songs, a couple of their songs on my fantasy playlist in the past, and they've done a lot of remixes. DJs, they pull from funk, dance, and jams. They put out some great jams and do a lot of collaborations, specializing in collaborations. And boy, they did one over and then some with Mallrat. The Knoxes consist of James Patterson and Van Rutner. They're from New York City. They started, they shared an apartment together in New York City. They had small recording studio in the apartment. And they were making so much racket with their music and their little recording studio in the apartment. The neighbors, they would knock on their door, pop it down, shut it up, just shut this music down. And they were knocking on the door, knocking on the walls, and thus they called themselves the Knox. So that's pretty clever. Grace Shaw, that's the name of Mallrat, her real name. I'll tell you how she got that name in just a minute. Now, one source has it that she's from Melbourne, Australia, but I read somewhere else that she's from Brisbane. That's why Australia, that's why this research can be frustrating, because one source will say something and then there'll be a different variation in another source, but hey, you do what you can. She started out, now, you know, most artists, a lot of singers or musicians, they start out real young. They learn how to sing or play the piano when they're 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, singing in church choirs when they're real young. But she got started in the music business, started putting out homemade music online when she was about 14, 15 years old. When she was about 15, she sent a demo to a producer. His name was Tigerilla. And he liked it. He liked that demo. As a matter of fact, he sent back the demo where he added some beats to it, and they started working together, and she put out her first single called Suicide, B-L-O-N-D, not E, just that word, blonde. 16 years old, she was still in high school, her final year in high school when she was 16 and 17. But she started touring in Australia, some of the venues and clubs all over Australia. That was a little problematic because she was below the drinking age. She was playing in clubs where the drinking age was 18 or 19 or 20 or 21 or whatever. I don't know what their drinking age is, but she was 16 and 17 years old. Now, that wasn't a problem in Melbourne, but in places like Sydney, particularly Sydney, and sometimes in Brisbane, it was pretty much two choices. One, they would not let her play because she was too young, or two, they'd let her play, but she had to get the heck out of there. Once her set was done, out, go. That she was that good. Boy, it's got a nice voice too. And let me collect my thoughts. Now I lost my train of thought. She put out, well, I got it back now. The train is back on track. She put out about 3 EPs, and she finished school when she was 16 years old. 16 years old. Oh, yeah, I got to tell you how she got the name Mallrat. It was from a song called Mallrat La 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 by an American punk band called the Orwells. And I have the Orwells song on another fantasy playlist. Boy, they kicked it with a song called Who Put the Body in the Bayou or something like that. It was kind of a murder mystery song, I believe, that they did. But they really kicked on that song. They probably kicked on that Mallrat song too. But that's how Grace Shaw got that name, Mallrat. The song Mallrat La 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 by the Orwells. And the song, I've heard a few of her songs. She's been compared her genres, some say it's sort of hip-hop, alternative. I see it as being a little bit more folksy, but I'm just going by one song, though, that she did that I put on a fancy playlist back in the summer of 2012. Fall of 2018 rather. It was called Groceries. She did a fantastic song called Groceries. Now the theme of the song Groceries was, and this is a universal thing because the song is about having a crush on somebody, but you don't want to have a crush on that person. You want to be independent. Got bigger goals, bigger objectives, but you're getting pulled down, but you got this crush. Can be very annoying. And that's what the song Groceries is about. It's from her second, by the way, that song is from her second EP called In the Sky. And yes, indeed, I put it on my fancy playlist, but this is kind of embarrassing because, as it turns out, I did this song in injustice. I put it too low on the fancy playlist. Fancy playlist of November 18th, 2018, peaked it out at number 26, but there were so many other good songs on there too. But there's Mallrat at number 26. You see Calvin Harris at number 1, Marshmallow and Bastille with Happier at number 2. That was huge here in the States. And some of that jams by Billy Blanks at number 3 that I got listened to on Spotify. But there's Mallrat at number 26. But I should have, I should have put that in the top 10. I should have done that. So she's watching the video and she sees that song at number 26. Dean, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing, Dean? I'm sorry, Mallrat or Grace or whatever. But anyway, well, this song right here that she's on did a lot better on my fancy playlist. Had it at number 9. Actually, it might have been a little bit higher than that. Had it in the top 10. Now, this record, it starts off kind of gentle. She's got a smooth vocal. Here's the deal. Starts off moody, atmospheric. It just sort of pulsation of moody, atmospheric vibes. And then the song, the beat, the beat slaps. The beat slaps hard. It slaps hard. It's almost as if the drama beats up, drama increases a little bit. The adrenaline goes up and becomes a bright, shiny record. And her voice, her singing, advances across the rhythm track of this record with grace, with poise. And she commands a great deal of those attributes on this record. Are You High? And by the way, this song, it was recorded, I don't know really how to express this. I've heard of this. It's AIRBNB. I don't know much about it, but it stands for Air, Bed, and Breakfast. I guess it's some kind of rental company, vacation rental company or something like that. But they recorded that song, her and the Knocks. Now, the Knocks, they were impressed with Mallrat. She wrote this record. And they liked her melody, they liked her lyrics, and they really appreciated that. And they made this song in an AIRBNB. It was in the living room of one of these vacation homes or something like that in Hollywood Hills. That's where they came up with the song in the living room. Sort of, I guess, so maybe kind of a do-it-yourself kind of musical situation. Well, now the formats for this record, I love the way the song starts and the way it builds. That beat just kicks in. It's firm. It's steady, strident. It's man. Well, the formats for this record. BPM. Oh yeah, it's dance. BPM, rhythmic, pop. I think it's a surefire. It could be a potential surefire radio hit. This record, I believe in it. As it stands on this fancy playlist of May 8, 2022, got it down to number 15. Mallrat, a.k.a. Grace Shaw, or maybe it's the other way around. Grace Shaw, a.k.a. Mallrat, along with the Knocks. Very talented people collaborating together on the tune Are You High? It is a buzzworthy pick on my fancy playlist. This is Dean Kirk. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you later.